What's up guys, Object2005 here and welcome to my very first tier list video. Now this is going to be a bit of a random video because I wanted to find something else to record for once instead of just doing gameplay videos. And today's video I wanted to do a Fortnite tier list video, more specifically on Fortnite Chapter 1 and working our way up. Because I could just rank all the seasons if I want to, but I want to give each chapter its own ranking. And which chapter was the best, which one's the worst. Now currently for completed chapters, there's only chapter 1 and chapter 2 for me to review. I can do current thoughts on chapter 3 if you wanted me to, which I probably will. But in today's video, I'm only going to be focusing on chapter 1 and chapter 1 only. Which means we got 10 seasons to go through. And for the rankings, we got S, which is the best, A, which is pretty good but with some things lacking, B, still pretty good, but has a couple more things lacking. C, not really hitting too well. F, trash and not played. Obviously, it says for itself. So yeah, my tier list ranking things are pretty understandable, and I'm gonna be ranking them from obviously from best to worst, and obviously not played. So if you want to see more tier list videos like this and want me to review other games, please subscribe to the channel and hit the bell to be notified. And I'm going to make more videos like these, and leave a like if you enjoyed the video. And without any further ado, let's begin with the first season in Fortnite Battle Royale Season 1. Now for this season, I never played it, so this is going to go straight into the not played section, because I didn't even know the game existed. I didn't even know the game was out around the time. I'm pretty sure it didn't launch on consoles until Season 2. I'm pretty sure it did, because I'm pretty sure it was a PC game at first, but I don't remember. Or in that case, I just never heard about it until Season 2. So yeah, Season 1, go into the not played, because I never played that one. Now on to Season 2 of Fortnite. Now for this season, this is the first one I ever played, and this season I was very mixed about. And I forgot to mention in the beginning, these are gonna be based off of my opinions of the season. So if you think my opinion's wrong, please don't trash on me. It's my opinion. I'll say what I want. Now for Season 2, for what I remember from it, I remember I played around the time the Christmas event was happening, and around that time I wasn't really knowing what I was doing, because I was pretty much having the same experience everyone else was having. Just go into the game, just play it like you never played it before. I didn't know how to build, didn't know how to shoot. I had trouble killing people, and it was just not that great. It was very bland, basic when I was first playing it. Now I'm not saying this is a bad season. I'm not gonna be ranking it in F. I'm gonna be ranking it in probably C, because I didn't really enjoy this one too much, but as the season went through, I managed to get more enjoyment. And like I said, I didn't really play this one too much as well, because I was brand new to it, so I didn't really care for it too much. Now moving on to Season 3. Season 3. This season was definitely a step up from Season 2. In terms of content and whatnot, and map features. Well, not map features, just like places you can explore on the map. I mean, Season 2 definitely introduced locations like Tilted Towers, but Season 3, I'd say the map was definitely way more vibrant, and I found a little bit more enjoyability in Season 3, and I was getting better at the season. I'd say Season 3 to me was like a pretty solid season, and I really enjoyed it, and I think that was one season that I had a lot of fun playing with friends. Even if I wasn't good at the game, I still really enjoyed it. So I'd say for Season 3, I'm gonna be ranking this in the B tier. Here again, I'm sorry if these rankings seem off to you, but this is the rankings that I'm making, because these are my opinions. Now moving on to Season 4. This season was absolutely special to me. Season 4 was the first season where I've ever gotten my very first win, and the one that I was getting more into the game. Season 4, I was still not really that good at the game, and I was still trying to get better at it, and it was just a painful experience for me trying to get good at this game. But then eventually, when they announced that the Nintendo Switch version of the game came out, the game became so much easier that I spent hours upon hours upon hours trying to get a win, and then finally, by the time before a week before season 5 launched, I got my very first win, and I was so happy. Yeah, I even have a screenshot of it. If I can, I'll see if I can try to put it on the video. Yeah, I really enjoyed season 4. It was definitely a really good season. It was definitely very special. And if I had to give it a ranking, and since I'm gonna be giving it a ranking, I think I'm gonna be ranking this in the A tier. Here, season 4 was really good in my opinion, especially with another season where I was playing with friends a lot and having a great time with it. And now on to my personal favorite, Fortnite season 5. This one's going straight to S tier. Now, why am I putting it in S tier? Well, that's because with this season, and I really enjoyed this. It was pretty much my entire summer of 2018. I think it was. Yeah, it was 2018 around the time. It was just such a great experience. Like, I really enjoyed like the cool different map changes that we got, like the desert area. I think it was called Paradise Palms that you were able to explore. The new golf carts that you can drive. I have all the game modes that you can play, like fly explosives, where you would have like a jetpack and you gotta use rockets to attack people. You also got the what was it called? It was one related with the wildcard skin. I forgot. I think it was high stakes or something. I might be wrong. But it was this game mode where you would have to like find a safe, get a llama, and then you have to go to a van and alive without getting killed. And you can get easy wins with that. It was a really good season in my opinion, and I definitely found the most enjoyment in that. And that was also the very first season where I got a battle pass and completed all the challenges and completed everything about it. It was just really freaking fun. I don't care what anyone has to say about season 5. If they thought it was bad or just mediocre, I don't care. Season 5 for me was the best season of chapter 1. Now moving on to season 6. Season 6 for me, it was a bit of a downgrade. Hey, so I'm gonna be putting this in the B tier behind season 3. The reason why I'm putting it in B tier is because this season, although the concept of like having Halloween themes, having it being Halloween themed, especially with Fortnite mares, with the whole zombies arriving to the island, Kevin the Cube roaming the island. It was cool and all, but like the concept of it was really cool. Especially, it was pretty much the way of showing off how really cool Save the World was. But around that time, Save the World wasn't really that cool. Well, but the zombies being on the map was just very annoying because if they would attack you, you can lose a lot of health and you have to shoot them. And when you're shooting them, you're just causing a lot of sounds, which means players can hear you and they could find you easily. It was just not that good. It was just not that good. So overall, season 6 was definitely a very like a mixed bag for me, because there were some good things about it, like the map design for it, even though the map was definitely less saturated than season 3, 4, and 5, because it looked way more gray, and also having like a purplish vibe, because obviously the season focused on Kevin the Cube and its floating island all over the map, which was really cool, especially you're able to ride a giant tornado, which was awesome. Season 6 was still definitely not really that good of a season for me, and I didn't really care too much for it. And so that's gonna go B tier here for me. Now, Fortnite season 7. This one is going straight to the C tier. You're behind season 2 again. It's my season 2. This season would have been cooler if airplanes didn't exist. I like winter themed stuff and winter themed things for me are just really cool. I just like, well, because of the cool things you can do with it, especially like Christmassy stuff. It's just a fun thing. I like winter related stuff. But season 7 was just very I'd say very bland for me, because season 7 just felt like season 6 but way worse. It's because season 6 was just if season 6 was already bad enough with the zombies, season 7 made it worse by having airplanes in the game, a giant fog at some point that covered the entire map with snow, which the snow was cool, but the fact that it was covered up in fog, you could barely see in it, which is awful. And the fog was also filled with zombies. That didn't make it any better. That really did not make it any better. Fortnite Season 8. This season, for me, is going straight in the F tier. I really did not enjoy this season at all. Like, at all. This season, for me, would have been so much better if they didn't make it Pirates theme. They didn't get Pirates theme, because if there's anything that you should know about me, I'm not a big fan of pirates. Even though I play Assassin's Creed and one of my favorite games is Black Flag, and that's Pirates theme. But that's because it has good story and good executions with that game, and it has a good blend of Assassin's Creed and Pirates. But I'm getting off topic. Like, this is Fortnite, and the themes of this season were a bit weird because it was like pirate theme slash like ninja theme because you got like these dragons and ninjas thing, because obviously what was it? The Fire King thing? It was the molten dude skin. I forgot what it was. That had like a bunch of ninjas that were dragons. That would be told to go hunt down gold and whatnot. And it was just this season overall was just not really that fun. And my least favorite thing about this season was the ballers. I don't know why, they were just so annoying. Because every time I would run to someone, they would just go past me, and I would just run to one. They would try to deal damage to me, and then they just leave. With the baller, like, what's the point? Like, why are you attacking me, not killing me, and then you're just gonna leave? Like, just finish me off. You already dealt enough damage. It was annoying. I didn't really care for season 8. It just didn't hit well for me, especially because, like I said, I didn't really care for the Pirates theme for this season. And like the changes for it, like with the cannons and whatnot, it was just lame. I didn't really enjoy it. Now on to season 9. Season 9, fine. I enjoyed this season. I really did, but I'm not sure where to rank it. That's the thing. I'm thinking for season 9, I'm gonna put it in probably like mid B tier, in between season 6 and 3. It was a really good season, especially I liked the concepts of what they were doing to make it like futuristic theme. I mean, I know lots of people didn't really like Neo Tilted when it came out. Oh, honestly, I thought Neo Tilted was like a really cool addition, because Tilted Towers did get destroyed by the end of season 8. I mean, but in terms of the content that season 9 had, it was really cool. I definitely like the futuristic theme for it, because I like future themed stuff. It looks really cool. Well, especially I like the colors of it. The map design was definitely way better. Especially I like the turbines that you can explore. It was that you can go through. It was really cool. Especially it also gave up one of the best live events in the game, which is the final showdown event, which I'll be ranking the live events in another video. Oh, I'm not gonna, which is why I haven't really been talking about them. But in terms of content for season 9, it was really good, and especially it really got me back into playing the game, because season 8 I was very disconnected with, because season 6, 7, and 8 I was slowly getting out of losing interest for the game, and then by season 8 and by season 9 I was coming back into the game. So yeah, season 9 will be mid of B tier, in between season 6 and 3. Now, last season, season X. This season is gonna go bottom of B tier. Now, I'm putting it in there because season X had a lot of potential to be like a really great season, which I thought the concepts of what they were doing of like having like a multiverse like season, because obviously the 0 point is like technically like a multiverse item from like can travel across different universes, is because you got skins and locations from other worlds just merged into the game. Like think about it, with season X you had a bunch of crossovers, like the Borderlands crossover, the Batman crossover, because you got the Pandora location you can explore, where when you go into it you get shields, and then you got Tilted Towers being turned to Tilted Town, then later Gotham City, which I think was the best change for it, because you were able to get free Glide Arena play without having to get Glide Arena play. Alright, so yeah. Pretty much, the concepts of the season were really cool, but the executions were just pretty bad. Like, the rift zones would have been cooler if they had better effects. Like I'd say my least favorite one has to be the Moisty Palms one. We all remember this. Pretty much Moisty Palms is like the worst place to land at whenever you would play Season X, because when you would go there, if you crouch, you turn into a random prop. So what would suck is that like if you're in the prison area of the map, if you camp in like a small area trying to heal yourself, someone could just someone could have just entered there earlier, broke a toilet, just turned into one, and then waited for you to go in there and then just ambush you out of nowhere. Yeah, like literally going to Moisty Palms was an absolute death trap. Another one I didn't like was the fact that Retail Row would always have zombies. Like, okay, it's cool that the zombies are stuck in Retail Row so they can't leave the dome, but still, like, what's the point of landing there when you're not, when it's just gonna be overflow with zombies all the time, and especially if lots of people are gonna be going there. Another location I disliked was, what was the other location? I forgot what it was called. It's Tilted Town. Tilted Town was pretty much like the original Fortnite Zero build, which back in the day, ironically, for some reason, I didn't really appreciate the Zero build back in the day, like when Zero build was in Season X with the Tilted Town feature, which I thought was just kind of lame, especially because I would die there consistently from a mech, which I'll talk about that in a little bit, or from fall damage. Like I would I would be on a high build area and I'm trying to build my way down, and then I realized, and then as I'm building my way down, I remember, oh crap, I'm in Tilted Town, I can't build, and then I just die from fall damage. It was the worst. But ironically, with Chapter 3, Zero build's a thing, and it's my favorite thing ever because builds are way too advanced now. Because one thing I forgot to mention about this, like over the seasons of Chapter 1 and especially Chapter 2, builds have been getting way more advanced, and so people have been getting so much better at it and so much faster at it that it just made the game way more unplayable. Which is why, like with like seasons, like I don't know, like 5, I managed to, this was the season I got the most amount of wins. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, I was getting less wins as the seasons were going on, because people were getting so much faster at building, and I was just not getting any faster at all. It was just difficult, and I was just not really having that much of a good time with the builds, and especially I was trying to get better at it, and when Tilted Town became a thing, I didn't really care for that location. But thankfully Gotham City existed, because that was way better. And I think one last thing I want to talk about Season X would definitely be the mechs. The mechs were the worst thing that came out of this season, and everybody can agree with that easily. Especially, I was really confused when they brought it back at the end of at the end of Chapter 2, which I assume that's a thing they're gonna be doing every time a chapter is about to end. They're gonna add the mechs, because why not? But pretty much the mechs, like when they were first introduced, I thought it was really cool that you get to like go into this mech and you can be able to control it and do whatever you want. But then when you actually go into the game and then people start attacking you with it, you realize it's the worst thing ever, because they got overpowered rockets, overpowered shotgun, they could stomp on you, they could pretty much do whatever you want, whatever they want to you, and it's just the worst thing that you can get out of that. And I did not enjoy it. And so Season X is gonna be bottom of B tier here for me, because I just didn't really care for it. So yeah, this is my ranking for all the seasons of Fortnite. Most of the seasons go into B for me. In terms of ranking the entire chapter as a whole, well, I'd say I give it a solid 6.5 out of 10. And because there was a lot of good things about these seasons, about these chapters, about this chapter. These seasons, they were really good, but at the same time, like a lot of these seasons were just very meh. I didn't really care too much, especially Season 8. Hey, but honestly, I really enjoyed Chapter 1, and I thought it was a really great. I thought it was a really great chapter, and I would definitely love to revisit it again, especially if you can with some mods and whatnot. But yeah, I love chapter 1, especially season 5 is my personal favorite, and I would do anything to revisit that moment, those moments of playing this game again, because chapter 1 season 5, personal favorite, had the most enjoyment out of the game. It was great. So yeah, my ranking 6.5 out of 10, and for chapter 1. So thank you guys for watching this video. If you want me to do more tier list videos, because I'm going to be doing another tier list video soon for Fortnite chapter 2, because oh boy, I got a lot of things to say about that. Because spoiler alert, there's a lot of things wrong with chapter 2, but I'll save that for the video. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe, and hit the bell to be notified for make more videos like these. And yeah, without any further ado, I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.